All right, now we're on part 2 of our 3,500 mile road trip. We're in Chicago. Now we're heading back to Las Vegas. It's about 1,752 miles. Unfortunately, my grandpa passed during this trip, so we have to make another stop in Iowa. The funeral's this afternoon. So we only have a 4-hour drive today. And then tomorrow we'll go into Colorado, and then day 3 we'll finally go to Las Vegas. And first stop is a supercharger in Walcott, Iowa. We're in Iowa, and we are at our first charging stop at Iowa 80, the world's largest truck stop. Just charging up here at the world's largest truck stop, Iowa 80. Pretty much has every single amenity, and bathrooms are great, all that good stuff. Just finished up charging at Truck Stop 80, and it was $14.04. We were here for 25 minutes. We're on part number 2, going from Waverly, Iowa, back to Las Vegas. We're probably gonna stop in Indian Springs, Colorado, and then do the final push tomorrow. This hotel had a charge point right there. That was only $1, so we were able to get a full charge for only $1. So it looks like today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, that changed pretty quickly. 6 charging stops, so maybe Brush, Colorado, maybe Idaho Springs if we're feeling frisky. So we got 15, that's 45, 85, 105, 130. So either 130 or 165 minutes of charging for an 800-mile trip back to Las Vegas. We are here in Des Moines, Iowa, charging up. This was just a quick 15-minute charge. Let's see here. And next stop is Shelby, Iowa. Just left Des Moines, Iowa, Tesla Supercharger. We were there for about 20 minutes. We paid $11.16 and got 230 miles range. All right, every road trip needs some caffeine. Starbucks time. All right, we're charging up in Shelby, Iowa. It's over here at a Quick Pick. They got that corn monument over there, Tesla chargers, and there is a Bird Shack fried chicken. I didn't try it, but if you like fried chicken, I'm sure it will work. And next up is going to be Lincoln, Nebraska. So sometimes when I get these crazy ones, like 55 minutes of charging, that's insane. I'm definitely not going to do that. So I'll probably find a supercharger in between these two right here. You know, that way it's 25 minutes and 30 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to stay in one place for more than 30 minutes. So Shelby, Iowa costs $12.24. All right, that's what we're driving through right now. That's what it looks like here. It actually looks clearer on the phone. But yeah, it's been raining pretty much the whole way through Nebraska. We're in Lincoln, Nebraska right now, charging up at a Runza. Yeah, sandwich place. Got a couple chargers. Chargers are pretty good. That's kind of my current charge rate right now. How are the bathrooms? Decent. The bathrooms are decent too. So we're going to charge up here for 12 more minutes. This was a 15-minute stop. Then we'll be off to Grand Island, Nebraska for a 30-minute stop. But you can kind of see now from the last one how we had a 55-minute in there. So I kind of broke it down because I'd rather stop every 2 hours because my son, you know, he's going to have to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. We're drinking energy drinks the whole time. So 12 minutes to go, Lincoln, Nebraska. All done with Lincoln, Nebraska. It costs $12.94. We're there for about 15 minutes. All right, we are back at the Bozelman Travel Center. This was a 20-minute charge, and we just have enough to continue. So this one costs us $13.31. And next stop is Gothenburg, Nebraska, which should arrive at 4:24 p.m. It is 2:55 p.m. right now. And we are leaving the Bosselman travel stop there. Pretty cool place. All right, just started charging here in Gothenburg, Nebraska. And it's a 20-minute charge. And this is Gothenburg Tesla charger. There's a Nebraska Bar and Grill, a gas station, and a couple hotels. They've got all kinds of old tractors over here. So if you have kids, you can kind of run around and look at the tractors while you charge. It also has windshield scrubbers and trash cans out here, along with a dumpster. And Gothenburg costs us $11.66. It is $4.42. Let's start charging up in Ogallala, Nebraska. And we got a 30-minute charge here. There's a hotel and a McDonald's right over there. Just finished up charging at Ogallala, Nebraska. $18.03. We have 250 miles of range. Next stop is Brush, Colorado at 7 p.m. But we're gonna hit the McDonald's and get some McNuggets before we do that, so I'll probably have 5-10 minutes. Just charged up in Brush, Colorado, 9:52, and we are going to be back on our way. We're gonna stay at the Ameristar tonight. We're gonna top off at Brighton. They do have a free complimentary ChargePoint charger, but 8% is a little close for my liking, so I'm just gonna top off for a few minutes in Brighton. All right, we're charging up in Brighton, Colorado at Supercharger Brighton. They do have an EV charger at the Ameristar, but I didn't want to arrive with like 4%. So just topping off just in case they're all being used, so I have enough to get to the next supercharger. So after 800 miles driving through Iowa and Nebraska, the old Bug Catcher 3000 got him on the Tesla. All right, we just topped off at Brighton, Colorado. It was $15.30. This gas station had some of the best smelling bathrooms I've been in, and they've got a good selection of drinks and snacks in there too. But $15.30, and we'll arrive at Ameristar with 44%, just in case the charge point is full or something. I wanted enough to get back to our next stop. So we're gonna stay at the Ameristar for the night and then start again tomorrow to go back home. Well, the sad thing about a Tesla is that it doesn't do the crack and burble through the tunnels. Other than that's pretty cool. We stayed overnight at the Ameristar in Black Rock, Colorado. There are plenty of EV chargers. So if you're road tripping with a Tesla, they got all these charge points right here, and they're absolutely complimentary. So you get basically a free charge. So you're gonna stay here overnight anyway. And then you can see there too, it's absolutely free. And then the Ameristar Black Rock, I think it was only like $130 a night too, so it's a pretty good deal. You get a full charge, cheap room. The room was really nice. So now we're on our way back to Las Vegas. So it looks like we're gonna have 4 charge stops, with our first one being in Parachute for 30 minutes. So we got hour 5, hour 25, and we got an hour 45 minutes to get back to base. That's kind of how it works. It maps it all out for you automatically. You don't have to pre-plan your trip or anything. The car does it all for you. Just leaving the Ameristar. It's like a little mini Vegas out here in Colorado. Yeah, this is one of the most scenic drives. I mean, you got all these mountains right here. Looks awesome. Charging up here in Parachute, Colorado. We've got 30 minutes to continue. We're at 98 miles. I plugged in a little bit ago. We're at $4.08. Charging at about 750-ish miles per hour. So see you in 30 minutes. 10:43 a.m. We just finished up charging in Parachute for a grand total of $17.68. And I do have Mexican candy at the gas station, so pick some of that up. But we're gonna stop at Chick-fil-A for our next stop and grab some lunch. All right, so Tesla stock's up like 30% over the last week and a half. So we made a pit stop. We got some Chick-fil-A and some Nothing Bundt cakes. So we're gonna have a fat drive back to Las Vegas. We are back in Utah. All right, we are pulling up to Green River. Oh man, it is a crowded day today. We only got 16 miles of range. Damn, Green River, Utah is slamming right now. Green River, Utah costs us $24.79, but we probably charged for a full hour. Every stall was taken, and there are about 4 other Teslas waiting in line to use a charger. I was only getting about 34 kilowatt hours of charge. So this is the slowest charger that I have seen during my entire 3 years of Tesla ownership. Just driving through the mountains in Green River, Utah. It's just a really awesome drive. Just arrived in Richfield, Utah. We stopped at this one on the way up. We got 25 minutes to go, and look at that beautiful 229 kilowatts of charge. God, that is so much better than Green River, Utah with the 34. That's just refreshing to see that. So super fast charger. Nobody's here except for someone without a trailer that pulled into the trailer one. Shame, shame. But yeah, those are mainly for folks towing trailers. But I mean, nobody's here, so whatever, I guess. Got the gas station, you got a Fairfield and Steve's Steakhouse over there. But we just want to get home. We'll have to catch old Steve another time at his steak. Just got done charging up here in Richfield, Utah. Got one more supercharger stop before we get home, Cedar City, Utah. So we'll be on our way there. We'll have a 30-minute charge, and then we'll be home by 9:34 p.m. And Richfield, Utah cost us $18.87. We're in Fillmore, Utah. Just taking in this scenic drive. I mean, that view, you can't beat that view. It's a good view. Got all these mountains coming up right here. Just been nothing but mountains since once you get past Denver, Colorado, you're pretty much in mountains the whole way to Las Vegas. Super scenic drive. All right, we just finished up charging at our last stop before we get home to Las Vegas. At Cedar City, Utah, it was $15.17. We are in Arizona. Next stop, Nevada. We've been driving for almost 3,600 miles. What do you do? Yeah, this is like one of the best parts of the drive outside of Colorado. Just going through the mountains. And we are back home in Las Vegas. There's a great view of the city skyline right there. As we are on Las Vegas Boulevard, you can see the Sphere. But we'll be home in about 5 minutes. All right, I just made it home in the garage and just got this notification. Made it back home with 15 miles of range. So I am going to go ahead and plug this baby in. And that's the last charge of the trip right there. All right, so we made it back home to Las Vegas. Part 2 of this trip was pretty comparable to part 1. I got stuck in Green River, Utah for an hour. That place was slammed and I was only getting 34 kilowatts of charge, which was crazy. That's never happened in 3 years. but it costs $193 to get back from Chicago to Las Vegas, 4.4 hours of charging. We did it over the course of 3 days, and that was 1,752 miles. Now the grand total for Las Vegas to Chicago and back round trip was 3,506 miles over the course of 6 days of driving and 8.6 hours of charging. The grand total for the entire trip, round trip, was $385.34. For a comparison, a gas car that gets 30 miles per gallon, it would have cost $522. So it's about $120-ish cheaper, depending on what your miles per gallon is. But it's not as convenient. So you got to decide for yourself, like, is the value of, $120, is that worth, 6 hours of charging, like an extra hour per day for that trip? For me it is. It wasn't really a cost factor. I just like that the Tesla drives itself. It makes the drive a lot less strenuous because you're not like hyper focused the whole time. You can relax. You still have to pay attention, but you don't have to, like, you're not holding on the gas, the cruise control, it stays in your lane, it does the, it goes around cars for you and all that type of stuff. And it makes like navigating a lot easier too, because sometimes there's like 6 split offs, and if the car's driving itself, the Tesla's going to go to the correct one, so you don't have to guess. There's a few times during the trip where like the road split off into several different highways, and you're like, all right, which one is it? Is it the left one? So having the full self-driving makes it a lot easier. So to give some closing thoughts to this 3,500 mile road trip, one of the questions I had is, why are there so many Arby's and who is eating there? My wife and I, we tried Arby's, it sucked, we threw it out and ended up waiting to go to Chick-fil-A. But let me know in the comments, like, what's the deal with Arby's? There's like so many from Las Vegas to Chicago. I'm like, who was going there? Just boggled my mind. Let me know in the comments. So that was one of the crazy parts. Las Vegas to about Denver, most scenic drive ever. It's amazing to drive through the mountains, absolutely gorgeous. And then once you get to Nebraska to Chicago, it's cornfields the whole way, and pretty boring. I get a lot of weird questions and stuff while driving. One of the ones was like, that car makes a 40 noise, I like me a diesel. It's like, cool, man, yeah, I like gas cars, I like diesel, but you do get some hate while you're driving out there. And then another one was, oh, what's the battery replacement on those things? It's $20,000, just wait. It's like, cool, it's got a 10-year warranty, man. Like, I've never had a car for that long, so people are quick to like throw hate at the Tesla. It's like, you don't have to buy a Tesla, man. Like, if you want a Corvette, buy a Corvette. If you want an F-150, get that. I personally don't care. I don't go up to F-150 owners and be like, oh, what do you need that truck for? Blah, 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 the environment. I don't care what you drive. But a lot of people have problems with Teslas. I just thought that was like super strange. There was a couple times, I didn't get it on camera, unfortunately, where you'd have a diesel truck and you could kind of hear the turbo spool, and I'm like, oh, this guy's going to attempt to roll coal on me. However, the Tesla's way faster than diesel trucks, so that was no issue there. But it is funny how much people hate Teslas when you're out in the wild, whether you're at a supercharger or just down the road. I did find that kind of amusing during this drive. And to expand on some of that Tesla hate stuff too, I'll just tell you, I got a Tesla. I have 2 Teslas, Model 3 Performance that I drive. My wife drives a Model Y Long Range. 1, they're fast. 2, they're cheap to drive. And 3, there's no maintenance at all on them. So that's why I got them. So if you like to go fast and don't want to have to spend a bunch of money or fix your car or have it broke down all the time, consider getting a Tesla. I've built a lot of race cars over my life. They break all the time. They're expensive to fix. They're expensive to make go fast. You're just throwing money away and all that stuff. So if you just want something that's reliable, it goes fast, cheap to maintain, cheap to drive, consider getting a Tesla. Now don't get me wrong, I love gas cars too. Like, one day I will have a Porsche GT4, but right now I've got Teslas. So if you like gas cars, great. If you like diesel power, great. If you like EVs, great. Tesla, Rivian, whatever, Lucid, that's all great. I personally don't care what people drive, but for some reason people just love to have opinions on what other people drive. So just thought that was kind of weird. It's almost reminiscent of high school when Fast and the Furious came out. You'd have like the Honda boys and then like the Mustangs, and they're like, oh, that freaking no replacement for displacement. Like, it's almost like that too. Now, I was an import guy. I had an Evo for a long time that I built up. And then I also ended up getting a Camaro ZL1 a while ago. But yeah, it is just funny how much people care about what other people drive. I like driving what I like driving. I'm not worried about what you drive. If you like Teslas, great. If you hate Teslas, great. Thanks for watching the video. But you know, I don't really care what other people drive. So I just thought that was funny. All right, that's going to do it for a 3,500 mile road trip. My God, that was a long drive. If you like watching this content, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking that like button. That way it can boost the YouTube algorithm and hopefully I'll get more views. But you know, I basically just do this for entertainment purposes. I don't make money off of YouTube. I only have like 200 subscribers. But thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you like it. Throw some comments below. If you like Arby's, if you hate Teslas, if you like Teslas, throw some comments below. Let's get some dialogue going. It's interesting to get other people's thoughts on the internet. So thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.